Hi everyone, toridey. I said toridey, correct toridey. Yeah, this is Vumomse, and I just want to welcome you all to toridey. Have fun with my interview, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it inspires you. You know, that's why we're here. This is Vumomse.
So welcome, bro.
Thank you, man.
So tell us about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Vumomse. Well, I come out Norway Superman, Babanki, to be more precise. And I reside, I've been based in the US. And, I do contemporary Afro gospel and inspirational music. So,
Yeah. So tell us something about your youth life, like your where you schooled and all that.
oh yeah, I school for Bamenda. I go primary school for CS Baile when I Catholic school, so CS Baile. Then I went secondary school for GBHS Bamenda. Yeah, that was secondary school.
So how did that life, that youthful school life of Bamenda, or how did it like shape you?
At that time, it did a lot. Usually that was like my base. That was like my base. So it did a lot in my life. It did a lot of changes and stuff like that. It did a lot. It did a whole lot. Like for example, I used to attend. I attended the Presbyterian Church, and there was a youth group. So youth group, they call them YP. That's young Presbyterian people. That group, and I'd be very active and stuff like that. Which I think called that one like my foundation. That really. My parents, they really forced me to go to bed. I finally found friends, and I finally found faith, and I finally kind of understand about God and stuff like that. Now, I feel saying that my foundation really actually start. Then also my experience. I'll be a very popular person for Bamenda, and at that time, as I grow up, all like rough life, clubbing, this and that, and all those kind of stuff. I was into a lot of those things, and I used to go around to and do showbiz. Like I used to do music videos for people. Then I used to dance. I used to sing. I used to do all those kind of stuff too. So, yeah. So that was my life.
So what can you like? What was your relationship with your parents when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, my relationship with my parents actually it will be very you know how back home you gotta be very respectful. To your parents, you gotta be very respectful. And my parents will be very disciplined, which I think that's one of the things that we really shape who we are be today. Both of them are of blessed memory. Yeah, but which way they are gone, but which way they live. I mean, me up to today, I still be very grateful. For how much they spend, how much time they spend to bring me up. Because, I know lie, say it really shaped a whole lot, and it really helped me today to be who I really be. So my relationship with them was very like a parent and a child relationship. And also there was also a friendship part of it, which that was the way my parents, they allow me to be able to communicate with them. Just because at the end of the day, yes, they're still my parents. I respected them like that, but there was still that friendship part of it. Where it really helped me to be able to communicate to them with them and tell them, how I feel about stuff and all those kind of things, but still keeping the respect. They died. My parents. There was a time my father is sick. My father sick for a very long time. So at that time when he's sick, he moved to Babanki, to my village. So that time, I grew up by myself. Not really by myself, but I come by myself in the sense that I actually took care of myself in a very young age. And like I said, most of those things really shape who we are be today. I realize, it teach me, say, you must actually work hard. You must actually stay focused to be, to really be something in life.
So, yeah, parents, what about your relationship with the teachers, like when you were young?
I will not lie to you, well, when I be Oh boy, I was a very stubborn. I was a very stubborn child. I will not lie to you. I wasn't like the top of the class. I wasn't like the top of the class. But maybe number 6, 7, 8. I usually in that level. Not really average, a little bit more than average. But because I was, like I said, I was a very stubborn child. I was in all the clubs, all the music clubs, all the journalism clubs, all kinds of clubs like that. But my relationship with my teachers also, because I was a very funny guy too. I was a very funny guy. I used to create jokes while class is going on and all those kind of things, and cause havoc and cause rowdiness in the class. Me and my friend who he's in Maryland, Award as Akko. We were very popular in the school because we caused all kinds of trouble. We're in the juju group, we're in every dance group, we're in every group in school. So, we always dodge class, we always come late, we always, but the funny thing is that we always do like that, but we always pass our test, we always pass our class exams, which was a blessing. We sometimes some people they be like that, but they don't really do well for school. So, yeah, my relationship with teachers were very good in the sense that I was just there sometimes just to crack my jokes and just to cause, just to have fun.
So, while you were a kid, did you have role models? Like, did you have mentors and all that?
Well, I had mentors, but that didn't really matter at that time. Which I think if I be really spent time, if I be really like, consider the fact, say, they be a role model and to take me to where, like to look at the life and better my life, I'd have been maybe much, much more better than what I am. In some sense. But I think I had role models, but I did not really take it very serious. I did not look at life very serious. I never saw the importance of that. But I think I would have been better if I really actually listened to my role models and stuff like that, or people that I look up to. I saw life like, whatever happens, whatever, what's gonna be here, whatever. I didn't really care about life that, didn't take things that serious, Well, I don't do music for a very long time, since I was small, I don't do music, and, I did in different levels though. When I was young, I usually dance, they usually hire me, I go to other schools and perform and stuff like that. But music, I do music with a lot of artists them in those days, they'd be like elderly people, in those days. And I also did music videos for people then too. So that showbiz part of me will already be in a long time. But why did I choose, gospel music? Well, not just a part of me, not just who I am, not just a way for I believe in music, not a way for express yourself. Because at this point, I've gone through a lot of things in my life before I became, a child, before I became born again. I've been a child of God all my life. Since I was born, I was a child of God. But that special relationship with God, it give me that opportunity to really express, which way God don't of me. So music to me now not just a way for tell my story, not just a way for tell my story, for tell my life, and also use the opportunity to tell God how much He's been good to me, because I get a lot of people that way, nobody say me, I don't do something I really deserve to be alive today, but those people don't die. Yeah. And some of them even die away. I don't know whether they go for heaven or they go for hell or where did they go, but just the fact say, God give me the opportunity, God give me the opportunity for express myself the way me I express, I just really appreciate that. Because like I said, a lot of people they wish to see just today, but they cannot. There are a lot of people today even see today, but their health status is not where it's supposed to be. So it's just a blessing. And so I use my music just for appreciate God. I use my music for thank God. I use my music for tell my story, for tell my story, for just for appreciate God, So that is what I do. That's why I choose with the kind of music I choose.
So, you've been into music, and what is your relationship with other gospel artists and even other, like we usually say, secular artists,
Well,
particularly Cameroonians?
I get a very good relationship with a lot of artists and stuff like that. I don't look at them any other way. The thing is that we as Christians, we've pushed our brothers and sisters, you know, we've pushed them back in the kind of way. Me, I kind of look at Jesus in life. When Jesus be coming up, he going to put away, you know, for saved, for put it away, go put away he go put it really needy, you know. So that's why you have to associate yourself with whoever and whatever. I'm not God. I don't judge anybody. I cannot judge anybody. But the only thing I just say, as somebody, as a human being, I try to be who God wants me to be. I try to be a better person in the community, in the society, a better citizen. And the only way I can be a better citizen is to show the love of God, you know, amongst people who in church or not in church. Because sometimes you'd be surprised at the people that are in church. It's even worse than the people that are out there, you know. So you know, it's just a way you get to express yourself. You get to show that love of God for everyone, you know, regardless. All of them are God's children. God is the one that got to decide, you know. I notice because I go to church. I go to church because I need God. I need God. That's why I go to church. I'm not going to go into church because I'm good, or I know to live that lifestyle because I'm good. No. I did try to go to church because I try to be a better person, a better citizen. You know, that's the main reason. Because if I'm good, why do I need church? I don't need church. You know what I mean? Why do I need church? Then why I gotta associate myself more with people that way that already know the truth? You know, you got to associate yourself more with people that don't know. So that if you give them that, they get the opportunity to hear your own side of the story, hear your own side of who you are and who God be. So that's the reason, you know. Well, when you say challenges, yes, there's challenges everywhere, even with the secular music or whatever music. Anything you do in life, there will be a challenge. If there's something, if you're drawing some attention, there will be a challenge. I don't care, regardless what you do, good or bad. You know, where there's, thank God, the first thing is that I know there will be those challenges. You know, and how do I deal with challenge? I deal with challenge in a way that I just use it like a source of learning. You know, a source, something will help me move forward. Something will help me teach others. Or something will make my life get better. Because at the end of the day, anything you do in life, ask yourself, how will this thing make my life better? Because if it's not, even a relationship, friendship, whatever you're doing, if you know will get your life better, why continuously do it? That was a waste of time. Now, waste of time, you know, not just waste of time. Not just a lesson that I don't learn from life, you know. So if you do anything, I don't care what it is, anything, even in a relationship, even in a school, and you look at it like, okay, you look at it, the price, look at the price, and the price is not worth it. Why do it? You know what I mean? Why do it? So it has to be something that will benefit your life or benefit others. Because it's not all about me. It's not all about, you know, an individual. It's all about, you know, it's all about community. You know what I mean? Helping somebody, getting somebody better. You know, that's what I believe.
So, well, what is your view about the whole Cameroonian music industry or entertainment industry?
Oh boy. Cameroon music. I mean, when talking about showbiz and music, I feel say Cameroon get the best and diverse music in the whole world. I mean, the whole world. Cameroon is a place where if you want to play now which kind of music, even if you want people to go play music where they like Western world or be like Latin music or whatever, they will do it. Very talented, very talented. I mean, crazily talented. There's some music that I listen, or maybe some videos I watch from Cameroon, or music. I'm like, wow, you know, it don't migrate, it don't move, it don't evolve to some level where it's short. I mean, it's going to take the the world, not Africa. It's going to take the whole world by storm. I won't lie to you. It's so diverse. It's so. I mean, we get artists like all from all corner, very talented. You know, my advice now, my advice now just simply keep on doing what they do, because you know the only issue I think so we get down, the only challenge I think so we get down for Cameroon, and that's a different question. But I always like to make, when I get any interview, I always make sure that I always answer this question. One of the highest challenges we get up Cameroon, I say, we will not support our own. We do not support our own. You will see somebody who try to receive money from an artist, a young artist that is still trying to play that song on the radio, or to play that song, or to expose their song out there. But the funny thing is that if you listen to that song, sometimes it even be better than whether they use other countries, and one call names, other countries, their music will play for free. How do we support our own? You have to support our own in all kinds of ways. You have to support our own in any kind, any shape and form, any way if you support them. You have to use any opportunity we get. You have to use to support our own. But that's the only way we can grow. Another thing too, the worst one is the financial part of it. You know, you have people that have money that can invest in artists, but they will not. They will not. And guess what? The funny thing is that they can use that money to invest in another artist from another country. Come on, how are we going to grow? You know what I mean? So not the thing that one issue that will get them. Then even between us artists, like people they know when they see an open door somewhere, they don't want to let you know. That is so funny. The funny thing, I'm gonna be as clear as I can be. No man will take your blessing. Nobody can take your blessing. I don't care. You can block all the doors you want for an artist or another artist or whatever. If it's the way God has made it to be, then you cannot stop it. You know? So there's sometimes you may even open a door for somebody, or you may show somebody a door, and by showing that door, if you open a bigger door for you. You know what I mean? It may open a bigger door for you. So music not only be singing, you know, you just go sing and stuff like that. No. Music, you get a lot of things. You get a lot of things to it. You know, showbiz, you get a lot to it. You get people like bloggers, you get people like just promoters, you get people, you know, you get a musician, you get the people that work for the studio and everything, you know, you get producers and all those stuffs. So it's a whole big thing. Anybody, any way if you support, you get DJs and all kinds of people. Any way if you support Cameroonian music in a positive way, you know, it'd be great. Then another thing to me I see out there a lot is this social media fighting and stuff like that. Yeah, some people say it's okay, it's good to be in the, you know, it's good because they draw attention and bring all those things. But sometimes, you know, some people they take it to another level. And that way it's degrading. That way it's you know, that way it's degrading. I mean, it reduces an artist's morale. You know what I mean? It reduces an artist's morale. You know, so, and my advice to the artists is that people have opinions. People have opinions. If you know who you are, regardless of what people say, regardless of what people do, you keep on doing what you're doing and keep on doing the right thing. Keep on being original. You know what I mean? That's you know, that's the only way. That's the only way you can succeed. You know, because guess what? I don't care how you do it. I don't care what you do. People will hate you. People will like you. People will hate you. People will like you. People will buy your product. People may not buy your product. And people will talk bad about you. People will talk good about you. So what are you going to do? Kill yourself? Keep on doing a good thing. Just keep on doing it. And just trying to be better and better in what you do every day. You know.
So like, already I've seen your songs. You've done, I don't want to say featuring or collaborate with a lot of artists out there. Do you have any plans to collaborate with any artists back home? And if yes, well, which particular artist?
Absolutely, I get a lot of you know, people the way they talk in the background. Though I know, you know, I don't want some of them. I don't want to talk right now, but I get a lot of people that they talk in the background. We get some collaborations or we ever do. Some of them gospel artists, some of them not gospel artists. You know, so but I stay true to who I am and what I do and stuff like that. So, but I get a lot of plans coming up and a lot of collaborations coming up. You know, so. You know.
Now, you know, if you listen, I hope so you are here and they back home.
Absolutely.
Listen songs and all that.
Absolutely.
Which artists they don't impress you? be gospel artist or secular artist?
You know, this may sound crazy, but I'll tell you, say every single song I don't listen to from Cameroon is good. It's very good. Some of them may need a little tweak and stuff like that, which is my own opinion. But trust me, 99.999% of songs that I don't listen to from Cameroon, from us, it's perfect, wonderful, beautiful songs. You know, you just need some little kind of stuff, which is just my own opinion. You know what I mean? Same thing, like somebody can listen to my own song and say, would have been this, would have been that way. But I'll tell you, say 99.9% of the music I don't listen to from Cameroon is very good music, talented artist. You know.
Okay, so lately you were nominated for some awards. For me, an achievement, and I think say for me, one is a very big achievement. Like how you look at those nominations, those awards, in the what plans like?
Well, it's an achievement. Yeah, it is. It is. Sometimes those trophies, you just take them and put them at home, and you know, some of them got doors sometimes. But the main thing is that, you know, just the fact that you're being nominated, it's huge. It's really huge. Just the fact that in the midst of thousands of artists, you know, you're being nominated, it's a big deal. It's a big thing, and it's not something that I take lightly. And you know, like usually I always appreciate, you know, just the fact that somebody look at what I do and think it's really good to that level where they nominate me. You know, it's really an encouragement, and you know, I it's a big deal. It's really a big deal to me. It's a big deal, you know. However, still that doesn't take from what I do. You gotta keep on working and getting better every day. So that's just what I think.
My most important question: has any kid or any person ever walk up to you and they're like, "Hey, I like what you're doing, and I want to be like you"?
Oh boy.
And if they've done that, like, what are you gonna do?
Well, my some of the emails and texts, some of the emails and Facebook messages and all kinds of media messages. Some of them I get them, some of them my management get them, and some of them get to me. Not all get to me though. But if yes, they don't approach me, say they want to be like me and stuff. I remember last week I was performing. I performed for some occasion for Michigan Day, and this kid walked up to me and said, "Man, I want to be like you." So, you know, I laughed and I said, "If I give you one of my shoes, you won't be able to wear it." Yes, but the thing is that you really don't want to be like somebody else. You want to be you. You want to be you. You want to just be the best of who you are. That's what you can do. You know what I mean? You just want to be the best person ever, the best of you. You know, try to beat your whole record and stuff like that. Or if you do not say, well, if you pick a couple of good things that you see, you know, I'm not the best in the whole world. I'm not the best in, you know, I'm somebody striving to be who God made me to be. You know what I mean? Who I'm supposed to be. You know, so you cannot just say, oh, I want to be like you. You got to be the best of yourself. Just pick something that you think I'm doing that you think is wonderful, that you think is good. Pick some from B, also pick some from C, just like that. Then keep on, you know what I mean? Like keep on getting better. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Like I said. If you're doing something and it's not getting you to where you're supposed to be or not getting you better, don't do it. So pick from each angle. Pick the good things you see in me, the good things you see there, the good things you see there, and put them together. You know what I mean? And get yourself better. Put God first. I'm telling you, put God first. If you put God first in anything, God will put you first. Absolutely.
So, like, when you do songs and you go for shows, and I know you usually perform alongside secular artists,
Yeah.
you usually drag them to the corner and try to say, hey man, stop doing that and let's sing for God and all that kind of stuff.
That is one thing to me personally, that would drive them away. That would drive people away. Because we all get part of play with this Christian kind of life and stuff like that. We all get part to play, and if you don't play your part right, you know what I mean. You know, you mess up. God has his part to play, so all you need to play. Sometimes the best way to preach or to talk to somebody is your own lifestyle. Your own lifestyle. I cannot be coming to preach to you when, you know what I mean, when you're not seeing what I'm preaching. You know what I mean? So I believe in mainly now lifestyle. If you draw now lifestyle, now your lifestyle, if you draw people to what you do. For example, if somebody be married and all of a sudden they start acting somehow towards their husband or towards their wife. One thing you want to check, let's say they're acting good. You want to check what are the friends they just made, or what is going on, what are the books they are reading, what are the things they're discussing on the phone with family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's an influence our life. You can influence somebody's life with your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Same thing, with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can see something that you're doing that is good, and you're like, oh, I cannot tell anybody, stop doing what you're doing, stop doing what I'm not God, I can't judge nobody. You know what I mean? Because first of all, like I said, 99.9% of people, they know what is right and what is wrong. They know what they're supposed to do. Like I picked to one artist we featured my song one time. He tell me, say, mainly I know say I be called for do gospel music. And be called, but any do gospel music. I say, you know what? That's something you need to look into. You know what I mean? If you think, if the Spirit of God is telling you that is what you're called to do, then you better start doing it. Because guess what? You can do what you're doing now for millions of years. You will never make it until you do what God called you to do. You know what I mean? What God called you to do. I just believe that we all made for a purpose. And where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, when you find your purpose, when you find, what you're supposed to do, when you play your part right, obviously other people will just, blend. Other people will be like, oh my God, I want to be like this person. And, that speaks for itself.
Okay, funny question, but now we get with you, we call today the new generation Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Now they dress they dress cool, good like you. And some people get problem with that, like, I the Christian, why wear now can Christian chain there and all that stuff. Like, do those things get at you? Like,
well,
because like the song you did, it's more very nice dance song. Like, if person don't really pay attention, see person maybe used to just secular songs. If you don't pay attention, you feel like one of those club songs. I should say they play the songs for club.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's where I'm going. And just so you know, and I haven't even started anything yet. I want to play a gospel music where they can play anywhere. I know be somebody we don't dance all kinds of song out there, all kinds of rhythm out there. And I come to the house of God for praise God. I can just act holy. No. That is not. Gospel music is not. There's no way that is written like it has to be a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way that it's written that it has to be so Christian. Because guess what? All those things, God doesn't look at all those things. I believe that King David wasn't just doing some little religious kind of dance before he drew the attention of God. No, it wasn't. I believe there was something about his dance. There was something about the kind of music that he was doing that really actually drew God's attention. And the thing is that if I was doing this thing for man, that's where the problem is. I'm not doing it for man. So, people's opinion is okay. It's okay to have opinions, but guess what? That's not where I'm going. It's to glorify my God. So I don't care what people say. You know what I mean? I'm telling my story. That's my story. My music is my story. So you cannot tell me how to tell my story. No, it's my story. So I tell it the way I want. And I tell it the way I have to tell. And I tell it the way God tells me to tell the story. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people out there who have come close to me, who have drawn themselves close to me because of the way I treat them. And some of them, they don't believe. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know this Christian thing was like that. Then some of them like, okay, let me see how this thing is. Christianity is getting better and better and better. Christian life is a life that gets better and better. If your Christian life, you think you already gotten to that level, stop and just die and go to heaven. Just go to heaven. You know what I mean? Christian is a process. It is a process. One day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. You kick your foot, you fall, you wake up, dust yourself, get up again and keep on moving and keep on moving and making a difference in people's life. That's it.
I've been to a couple of occasions or parties around the US in the, it is either they don't play Cameroonian songs, or if they want to play Cameroonian songs, they go back to 1960 and start playing those very old songs. What did they happen, and what did they do for fix the situation?
One person cannot fix the situation. That's the thing. And the thing is that, like I said, the problem where we as Cameroonians we get sometimes is when we want to play music, we play with way it be the hot. When we did Cameroon, wait to be the hot that time. So we still get our memory line. Still, it be that, we just have to be current. That's just what it is. We have to be current. We have to do a lot of research. We have to do a lot of research. I can tell you what song is coming out today or tomorrow or whenever. I can tell you all those. Why? Because I do that research and because I spend that time to find out what is going on. Because you have to be current. Another thing too that is happening is, yes, I understand some artists want to be true to a certain, or they want to be, or they don't want to play a certain kind of rhythm, or because everybody's doing that or whatever, and they're still doing something that is of the old. They're not evolving. Trust me, the audience, you're limiting your audience. I don't care, that's my opinion. You're limiting your audience. You have to be current. You have to be current and you got to move forward. That's just how it is. You have to be current and look alike. Or if you don't want to be current, you can start something yourself. You can be the one to start it. Period. You can be the one to start it. Start a new trend of something. But guess what? You cannot do the same old thing and get new results. No way possible. You cannot do that same old and get the same results. And you cannot say you go to the studio and do the same kind of music that we were doing in 1940 and expect the reaction of 2000 and 2016. No, impossible. You may get some reaction, but guess what? For your audience will be very limited. That's just my take. And that's something that I've seen. You know what I mean? Your audience will be very limited. You have to be diverse and you have to kind of get out of the box. You know what I mean? That's just the way.
So what do we do for these DJs over here, Cameroonian DJs and other DJs, to start playing Cameroonian songs, especially the ones of this generation?
Okay, on the artist part, I think they need to kind of also contact some DJs. Okay, if I have to have a music release, if I'm releasing a song, I contact DJs myself. You know what I mean? Management does its part, but I contact DJs myself. Some of them I have their contacts. And I contact and I say, hey, man, I have this song coming out. And the thing is that some of us artists, we think we are somewhere that we're not. We think we are up there that we're not. We look ourselves too big to go contact this person and say, hey, DJ, come on, play my song. Or play this. You know what I mean? We look at it like we look at ourselves like we cannot do that. Hey, yes, contact them. Say, hey, play my song. Your song got to go out there. And if it has to go out there, there are a million other songs. And for your song to go out there and make that impact, you have to send it out there. And how does it go out there? You think they'll go to your Facebook or to your SoundCloud and look for it all the time? No, not all the time, because guess what? They have a lot of options. They have a lot of other songs. So what you need to do is say, hey man, take my song. And one thing that you want to do is, that I do is, you listen to your song and ask yourself, will somebody press a replay on this song without me asking them, hey man, can you play my song? If not, then maybe you may want to go back to the studio and kind of work on that song again. Yeah, I understand, people have opinions, but sometimes there are some things that you want to go back and say, you know what, let me get this better. So that when anybody listen to it, there are some songs that when you listen to it by default, bam, you hit on that replay button. Or the video, by default, bam, you click on that replay. And there are some that when you play them one time, you're like, let me listen again.
30 seconds.
They play for 30 seconds, 30 seconds, you're like, I don't think this is what. So I think, like I said, we just need to work hard. We just need to keep on working hard and getting better, which is something that we all do. There are some things that I play like I did last week, or let me say a month ago or 2 months ago. I listened to it and I said, what? You know what, I remember I gotta sing this? No, this is not going nowhere. You know what I mean? So the another thing too that we need to do is you want to get, because I have a I don't want to call it a clique, but I have some people that I work with, that I don't really send anything out there without them listening. They're artists too. Mm-hmm. And they will tell me, hey, do not even try. It's bad. Or they'll say, man, this is good. They will tell you like it is. It's like a brother that will tell you like it is. If it's bad, they will tell you. If you need to change this or you think something is not right, they will tell you. In love, they will tell you. They will tell you, say, hey man, no, you don't want this. This is not the standard. This is not the standard. Oh, that's me.
That's me.
Oh. Yeah, they'll tell you this is not the standard. You know what I mean? They'll just tell you this is not the standard. And or you have to up it a little bit. You have to up this a little bit. You gotta get this better. That's just how it is. You have to, you need to get that kind of people in your click way. Now put it in no music, put it in no good music. You do and you send up with them, say, hey man, listen. Or even to a DJ, I ask you, say, DJ, will you put this in your mix? Will you put this in your mix without me begging you to, or without me asking you to? When that DJ listen to that song, say, oh yes, man, this is good music. You know what I mean? It's good music. You have to, you have to have that click. Not that you just do anything, you go to the studio, sound right, you just jump up, boom, release party or release. Oh no, you have. Like I said, I have songs. I have songs that I actually took to when I went to the Afrima Award in Nigeria. That I actually took there that are not yet released. I have songs that are about. Some of them are about 2 years old. You know what I mean? So I have some songs that I started recording about 2 years ago. Some of them are even completed, recorded, completed. I have them all, but they're not ready to go out. And some of them I have to tweak some things because guess what? That period, it is. I think a new song when it comes out, it has 3 months.
Yeah.
It has almost about 3 months to hit. To hit. If it doesn't, and that's it. They forget about us, and that's it. Each time you bring it, that's it. But there are some songs that you can throw it away, they will still play it. You can, you know what I mean? So that's just how it is. Again, you have to do something that is better. You have to be, you have to be outstanding to stand out. You know what I mean? You have to be outstanding to stand out. You cannot keep on doing the same thing and expect different results. Absolutely. Like I say all the time, if you're doing something that if you get $1 million today and they say, would you do this as a volunteer job? If you say no, then stop it. Because what I'm doing is something that anything that I do, I have to love to do it. If I don't like what I do, I know what I do. If I don't like what I do, I know what I do. So, and when you like what you're doing, you can do it, you can stretch yourself to the max, you can stretch yourself to any level because you love what you're doing. But if you don't love it, trust me, it's going to be very stressful. It's going to be very stressful. Sometimes I just work a couple of days, sometimes I work a lot, and sometimes, that's just something I love to do. It's just somebody who's believing in working hard. Just working hard and working smart.
So, what is the biggest lesson you've learned in life?
The biggest lesson I've learned in life, I just say you have to be true to who you are, work hard, and rest a lot. Rest a lot when you can, then spend a lot of time with your family, because guess what? When you're gone, you're gone. When you're gone, you're gone. All we can do is cry and that'll be the end of the story. So just impact people's lives, that's just a lesson. When you impact in somebody's life, your own personal life gets better. When you impact positive in somebody else's life. So that's what I think.
An advice to young artists who want to get into gospel?
Don't do what somebody else. Don't do something because you see somebody else doing it. Just do what you're called to do. Just ask God, hey, what should I do? What do you think? Ask God. Just pray. Do it prayerfully, and ask God. Say, hey, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? Because guess what? Like I said, if you don't put God first, you're wasting your time. You do it from today to tomorrow. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's just how it is. Like the Bible says, with God, all things are possible. And all things work together for good to them that love God and to them that are called according to the purpose. So, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. You know what I mean? So you gotta find your purpose. Gotta find what you were made for. Some people is trying. Some people are also trying to be an artist when they're not supposed to be an artist. Maybe they're just supposed to be a promoter. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're just supposed to be a songwriter. Just a songwriter. That's one thing. So, my advice to them is that keep working hard, keep doing, regardless of the storms, regardless of, not the less support that we receive, regardless of anything. Just keep on doing what you're doing. One day somebody or your song will get into that ear that is supposed to hear your song, and one day God will direct you to that person, will direct you to that place where you're supposed to be. That's just how it is. But when you when you receive a prophecy, it doesn't mean that you just stay at home and that prophecy come to pass. You gotta work towards it. You know what I mean? You gotta work towards it. And the good thing is that when God gives you a vision, He provides for that vision. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Trying to get better and better every day. That's my advice.
So, do you have any last thing you want to say?
Like I said, the last thing I really want to say is just keep on working hard, and being true to who you are and stuff like that, regardless of the negativity. Because negativity, they will not, even if you move and go and stay in the bush, a leaf will fall in your hair one day and you will complain. So there will always be complaints, there will always be negativity, there will always be positivity, there will be always people that will not like your stuff or people that like your stuff. So what do? Keep on doing it. Keep on working hard. You know what I mean? Keep on working hard, because guess what? If you don't work hard, you'll be an average person. You don't want to be average. There's a lot of people doing the same thing you're doing out there. You cannot be average. Your anything you do, you have to move from glory to glory. You gotta move from better to better. Like, especially when you're doing music, you cannot leave from here and go back. You have to move forward. You have to move. You have to get better and better every day. That's just how life is in every area. In anything you're doing, you gotta keep on working hard. You know what I mean? So.